Hello, my name is Olivia Gary, and my presentation is about the Diwali air pollution and waste buildup. Festival festivities, exciting or devastating? So, for a little bit of context on the Diwali festivals held in Delhi, India, Diwali is a festival celebrated in India every year during the months of October and November, where huge displays of fireworks and firecrackers take place for about 5 to 6 days straight. However, during this winter season, Delhi, India is found to be one of the most polluted cities in the world, specifically because of the burning of fireworks. So, originally, Diwali was celebrated in an eco friendly manner through the use of environmentally friendly materials such as earthen lamps. But after a period of modernization, firecrackers were introduced as a tradition and have been harmful to the geosphere and our atmosphere ever since. So there is a model called the AE33 model from the Department of Chemistry, and scientists were able to conduct a study where two separate periods of the Diwali holiday, Diwali period 1 and 2, were used. And after monitoring 4 days during the span of the festival, which lasts 5 to 6 days, it's been concluded that black carbon emissions found in the atmosphere from the burning of firecrackers has had a significant impact on human health and continues to do so at even a more severe level today. So, what are the causes? How has the burning of fireworks caused an influx of air pollution and solid waste in Delhi, India? So, the causes of air pollution in India are this. When a lot of black carbon enters the atmosphere, there is a reduction in solar flux at the surface level, which can cause a decrease in the amount of photosynthetically active radiation reaching the surface. What this means is the burning of fireworks for such an elongated period of time is responsible for injecting aerosols into the atmosphere, which are then spread to local areas, specifically in India. So, the atmospheric pollutants exposed with the burning of fireworks include carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, and ammonia. So, this is in regards to solid waste, specifically the causes of solid waste pollution in India. This would be the waste of the firecrackers used during Diwali have led to an increase in the solid waste of non-biodegradable materials. So during the festival, there again are a lot of firecrackers and fireworks used. It is a very exciting festival that does highlight light. That is one big thing about the Indian culture. And so with that, the fireworks are lit but not disposed of correctly. So a lot of fireworks get left behind and tend to just pollute our environment and just are not collected after the holiday. So next is the effects. What are the effects of air pollution and solid waste that has occurred from the Diwali festivals in India? So the effects of air pollution in India are such as this. The burning of fireworks for such an elongated period during Diwali is responsible for, again, injecting aerosols into the atmosphere, which spread to local areas. Black carbon in specific is a really big one, and other aerosols are believed to be essential to contributing to the air quality in India, along with having impacts on human health, visibility, and climate overall. This is where smog comes in, as you can see from the picture I chose for this slide. The various chemicals make up the fireworks, so that would include black carbon, dust particles, and toxic chemicals that were listed in the previous slides. And these, again, have a significant effect on human health. These chemicals can also affect Earth's climate via cooling and warming through three different effects. There is direct, which is the scattering and absorption of solar power and long wave radiation, semi-direct, which is the evaporation of cloud droplets due to solar absorption, and indirect, which is the modification of cloud's optical properties. The burning of firecrackers also causes an increase in particulate matters, also known as PMs, which too lead to a reduction in visual range and human health issues. So this again is connected to the smog that we see. Um, in Delhi, India, burning firecrackers can increase up to 25% of PM concentration levels during each year during the time Diwali is celebrated. And we've seen evidence of significant increases in the level of air pollutants during the time of the Diwali festival each year. So, in connection to the solid waste in India, the effects of firecrackers and the burning of fireworks, not only does the chemical residue of Diwali fireworks create smog and pollute the atmosphere, but is also found to contaminate the soil, in which then has a domino effect where it negatively impacts our agriculture and our water. Firecrackers, in and of themselves, also end up in landfills, just like any other non recyclable waste materials. But when they do get recycled, they tend to contaminate the other recyclables with the debris that they come with. So, not all aspects of what make up these fireworks are meant to be recycled, and this can then contaminate what is meant to be recycled. So fireworks also get left on the roads and on the ground within the cities in which Diwali is celebrated, as I mentioned before. This is why Delhi is not just the most air polluted city, but simply the most polluted city in general, according to statistics. And with that, how can this problem be resolved? So there are a lot of government and authoritative efforts put in place and currently going on that are trying to resolve this, not only in India, but all over the world. In regards to Diwali, between all the different studies conducted over the years to determine the extent of the effect of black carbon emissions on the atmosphere during Diwali, policymakers and authoritative figures have the necessary scientific materials to develop controlling measures and interventions during the annual festival, which they have. Because of the harm fireworks have on the atmosphere and environment, the government has declared a ban on the production, sale, and explosion of fireworks in many different cities to combat the issue. So these bans are in Canada, China, Massachusetts has a complete ban on fireworks, and countries, or I guess states like Rhode Island, Arizona, New Jersey, New York, and Delaware have or are in the process of passing bills to legalize only a few types of smaller fireworks to kind of limit the effect on our environment. There are also more specific solutions to the problem, such as smog-free towers, which improve the air quality while also posing a trade-off between cleaning the air and increasing pollution. Vegetation process systems use planting of trees to absorb the emitted carbon and therefore take up the pollution. And the vehicle rationing scheme, which provides health benefits with little to no cost, but this could be very difficult to follow through with. And then at the bottom, these solutions are more explicitly listed. So there's a lot of different smog-free towers, such as grid-powered, solar-powered, nuclear-powered, and then again, the vegetation process systems and the vehicle rationing scheme. So, lastly, are a few fun facts with the solutions. A lot of those are put in place today. There is still a lot of experiments being conducted to figure out which of those are the best, especially in India, as although the government has been placing bans and has different policies enacted to decrease the use of these fireworks during Diwali, people still do it anyway. The fireworks are still sold, and it is a tradition, so a simple ban really isn't going to change much. So there are still many different solutions other than a ban being worked out as we speak to develop a solution to the problem. So, with the fun facts, Diwali is not the only festival responsible for the reduction of air quality and an increased amount of solid waste that society experiences today, as other megacities such as Beijing, Taiwan, Tianjin, excuse me if I mispronounce, and Nanjing are suffering similar consequences from their traditions as well. The National Capital Territory of Delhi, also known as the NCT, is one of the most polluted metropolitan cities in the globe today. Again, India is well known for its pollution, air pollution, waste pollution. It's everywhere, and Diwali is a big contributing factor. The burning of fireworks can actually have some benefits as it cleanses the air of vectors that can carry and spread disease such as dengue. Excuse me if I mispronounce that as well. And globally, there are about 8.9 million deaths that occur from air pollution exposure, resulting in 7.6% of the annual global mortality. Next, air pollution has been identified as or by the Global Burden of Disease, also known as the GBD, as the fifth most dangerous human and environmental risk worldwide, as also supported by the statistics about our 8.9 million deaths a year. And the World Health Organization has six major air pollutants, which include matter, ground level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, and lead. And a couple of these, again, are mentioned because these are found in fireworks. So when you burn the fireworks, these are what gets emitted into the air, and this is what is responsible for a lot of the human health issues that we have been experiencing and continue to experience today, especially in those colder months of October and November when you're in regions such as India who celebrate using such toxic emitting materials, so like fireworks. And that's all. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. I hope you have a good one.